So this is my fourth time trying to record this video. The first one I'm sure was not uploaded because it was 16 minutes long, and they have rejected my videos for 15 minutes and 5 seconds. The second one wasn't uploaded because the camera kept taking pictures. Like I said, the bright flashes, it was just flashing, just out of the blue, just taking pictures of me. And that's distracting. You know what I'm saying? Because you're not expecting it, and then you're like, yeah, and then of course the thing that goes along with, why the thing is doing it and so forth, so it distracts you from the topic. The third time, the internet just went down. So this is the fourth time, and I'm recording this, then uploading it. So basically, this rant is about unprofessional employers. Um, Three different instances today. One, there was an employer yesterday invited me in for an interview today, told me to come in at 11. He said he was going to text me the address. Never texted me the address. Got close to the afternoon. I texted the number and said, this is Maria. You asked me to come in at 11 tomorrow. This is the address that I was able to locate. If you're still interested, please confirm by the end of the day today, or I'll just assume that you're no longer interested. Not a problem. So they didn't respond by the end of the day, so I just assumed they were no longer interested. I moved on, forgot all about the people, didn't think nothing else about it. 20 billion more jobs out there, and I'm still plucking away, searching. Then next thing you know, 5 minutes to 11 o'clock, I get a phone call from this guy. Okay, and then when I get the phone call, he says, are you coming to the 11 o'clock interview? I'm like, excuse me, is it such and such? Oh, yes it is. He says, yes it is. And I'm like, I never received confirmation for the interview yesterday. You said you were sending a text to the address. I never received it, and I went so far as to send you the address for you to confirm, and stated that by the end of the business day, if you didn't respond, you weren't interested. So I assumed you were not interested. He says, oh, this is too complicated. Never mind. So I'm just like, the internet thing came up again where it was down. So, and then that distracted me again because it just wiped out my camera, and it was no need for it to just go into my camera, but whatever, because the camera is separate from the internet. But so then I'm just like, so I assumed you weren't interested. Then he says, oh, this is too complicated, never mind. And I said, no, it's not complicated. You said you were sending me the address. If you do not send me an address, how do I know where to go for an interview? Okay, so not only that, he didn't confirm, so he wasn't interested, but then he calls me 5 minutes prior to the interview time to ask me if I'm still coming. And then when I say no, because you didn't send the address, I assumed you weren't interested. He says, well, it's too complicated. Like I was making it too complicated. No, how am I supposed to get to an interview without the address? So I had to speak up on that. And then he says, oh, okay, well, I sent the address. Can you come now? Can I come now? Hell no. No, I can't come right now. No, I cannot. When can you come? Can you come today? No, I can come tomorrow at 11 o'clock. And then he's like, shh, and he still hasn't set the address. Why is this man calling me? Don't call me anymore. Do not call me. And I'm going to tell y'all something about, authority and those types of things. And, I'm almost 40 years old now. My value system is in place. Previously I thought, well, I must be doing something wrong, or there must, I'm always wrong. But it doesn't matter. Just because somebody is a business owner, they're making money, this, that, and other, it doesn't mean that they are right. And it doesn't mean that you deserve to degrade yourself or allow yourself to be like that because they feel that because whatever their perception is of you, that it's okay to treat you that way. It's not okay. It's not. It definitely, unequivocally is not. Let them do that to someone else. I've paid my dues, 40 years on this planet of abuse and whatever else. I'm fed up with it. I'm not going to be rude and disrespectful to you, but I definitely will address it. I'm not a rude or disrespectful person. I will address it. And if any reason I feel that it may be perceived that way, I definitely will apologize and make it clear if I'm given the opportunity. But no. So, the second, and I've saved him in my phone, so I know my phone, whatever you want to call it. I saved him, so I know that when he calls, not to pick up. It's a complete waste of time. I need to precede his name by D and C. Do not call. Do not answer DNA. So that he does not pick. So I make sure not to pick up by accident because I am looking, And I don't want to do like I did before and just don't have the phone on at all, you know. But so the second phone call I get is from this company, insurance, something, blah, blah, blah. And the lady calls me and she asks me, am I licensed? And I tell her, no, I'm not licensed at all. What I was hoping was that you will be our company that's willing to provide licensing for those people that are qualified, you know. And she said she called. She was like, oh, that's not a problem. Don't worry about it. You know, I saw that you had experience with XYZ company. And I was like, yeah, you know. And she said, I'm assuming you weren't an agent. You were a person that was in customer service. And I said, yes. You know, basically the same thing for the customer service, whatever. And so she says, not a problem. I have something coming up on Monday I'd like for you to attend. I said, okay. And I'm thinking to myself, this may be her sales call. You know what I mean? You know, so, but I'm like, okay, fine, not a problem. Because perhaps she's just doing like a mass interview and they're just bringing a bunch of people in. Businesses do that sometimes. So she tells me she's going to email me her address and the contact information. No email ever received. So what I'm thinking is maybe these employers, you know, they've seen my resume, they're impressed. And then for whatever reason, whatever research they're doing, maybe something to them is not checking out. Or maybe they Googled my name and saw these crazy videos. It was just like, But I mean, it's just, you know, you wasting my time. You know what I'm saying? And then I try to call her back and I don't get an answer, don't get a voicemail, don't get nothing. Okay, fine. The only reason I call her back is because call number 3 of the day. Okay, so this man, I did a research, you know, all the companies that are local, try to apply for them, you know, for things that I thought that I was qualified for. This man calls me. I left a message on one of his coworkers' voicemail, or I think he may be the owner, maybe, you know, even. And so when he's talking to me, I don't know. While he's, and I'm not taking down my videos because these are me. You know, this is who I am behind closed doors. This is my development. Whatever the NSA can watch, whoever want to watch, you can watch. You know what I'm saying? And that might come back to bite me in the butt because just like I said with that legal situation, I was like, you know, if they wanted to sue me, that was fine. There was no reason to sue, and you know they did just because out of spite. You know what I mean? And so you know this could come back to bite me too, but it's okay. It's me. It's authentically Maria. You know, things can be turned around and changed around, but it's still me. This is authentically who I am. I am not different when I get around different people. I am not different in public. This is who I am. Now, of course, when I'm going to work or if I'm going to do a presentation somewhere, I dress as appropriately as I can. But, you know, my nature is naturalist. You know what I'm saying? So it's just me. What you see is what you get. There is nothing held back, nothing hidden. It's what it is. And that's part of being free. And I think a lot of times what the system does is try to put things in your place to make you ashamed of stuff that you don't have no business being ashamed of. I don't have no business being ashamed that I was falsely accused and convicted. That's like somebody punching you in your face and then you covering up with shades. And somebody asks you what happened. Oh, I fell down the stairs. No, I got knocked the fuck out by the legal system. For no reason. It happens. For their lack of maturity. It happens. And I'm not going to hide that. It was appealed, and by the grace of God, you know, it was acquitted. You know, but there's a lot of people that are not fortunate enough to have that happen. Okay? So, no, I'm not going to hide that. I'm not going to hide a lot of stuff. I'm not going to hide anything. I don't have anything to hide. Because you know what? This world is a fucked up place. And I'm not going to be fucked up along with it. You know, I'm going to be honest. You know, like I say, as for me and my household, as for me and all that, you know, that I am, because I'm the only thing that I have, I'm going to be honest. There's no other way to be. Third caller called in, like I said, I did a search for all these businesses, sent something in, left a message on this guy's voicemail. The guy was a coworker of his, and even the voicemail he had didn't sound professional. He sounded like some, not gonna say, but I left it. He called me back. I wasn't expecting a call. You know, he starts talking and he's telling me how impressed he is and how tenacious I am. Of, you know, I did the research myself to find this, that, and the other. And okay, you're impressed. Great, good to know. Then he starts telling me all about his company. And, you know, I wanted to tell him a little bit about me because I'm looking for a good match for me. I'm looking for an employer that is professional, that is respectful, you know, and that provides good customer service and sales across all levels. Sell me something, serve me, you know. That means to your traditional clients and customers, to your coworkers and your peers, to your subordinates, to your superiors, to the people that you just bump into on the street, you know? And on the same note, I understand that entities, persons, places, individuals, nobody's perfect. So I'm understanding there's going to be some flaws. But as long as you're open and honest about them and willing to step up to the plate, then it's not a problem, you know. But so he comes and he's getting out all this information, and he's telling me, how building a good relationship is important. And then I'm telling him, trying to tell him that, it's important to me as well. And I'm trying to segue into the fact that I'm looking for a good relationship. He asked me how I'm working now. I said, I'm looking for a good relationship with an employer. I'm trying to find a good fit for me, And basically, I told him my belief about how customer service is on all levels, and he interrupted me on that because I want to make sure that I'm getting the same type of service that you're expecting and that I know I'm going to give to your customers, that I know that I'm going to try to give to my coworkers and and that I want to encourage myself to be able to give when I'm just out on the street. I want to make sure that I'm getting that, because what you take in is what you put out. So if you're not giving me that, I mean, it's no need in you even inviting me. He quickly invited me for an interview. Oh, are you available at 3:30? And of course, I jumped right in, yes, because I knew that tomorrow I might have some things planned. I might not be able to. And he's right around the corner. Why not? I could, while I'm out running my errands, I can stop real quick and talk to him. But I jumped in so fast that after he was just like, "Do you think you can do that?" It was a really snide comment, But I had already said yes, no, and I didn't say anything. I just kind of let it go. But after I hung up and I'm getting all my stuff together, trying to rip through stuff, trying to find stuff to wear, and trying to figure out what to do with my hair, and I'm so excited, my heart starts to sink. So I'm thinking that was, that goes totally against everything that I'm looking for in an employer. That was unprofessional and rude. And if he ended on that note, then that means he's not truly interested. And if he is, it's out of desperation, and he's gonna treat me like dog shit, when I get there. And I don't deserve that type of treatment. So I was like, I need to call this man back and at least make sure that we're on the same level and we have an understanding with each other, because there's no reason for me to go in an interview if we don't. As I go in to check, to get ready to make the phone call, I see the missed messages. So I check them. I get 2 messages from this guy, like within 20 minutes. I'm giving the benefit of the doubt. I'm sure it's way more than 20 minutes, but within 20 minutes, saying, something came up. I have to cancel an interview. I'll call you back to reschedule. And then another voice message within 3-4 minutes of that. I'm canceling the interview. Don't come because if you come, I'm not going to be here. It was like a threat. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, really? And so at that point, he's like, first message was call back at the office. So I called him back at the number that he left, and call me back on this number, his cell number. So I called him back at the number he left. Some woman answers the phone, and I said, "Is such and such available?" And she was just like, "No." And then she was just like, "He stepped out for a minute. Who's this?" And I told her who it was, and I said, "Is it possible you could put me through to his voicemail?" "Oh, he doesn't have voicemail." "Yes, he does. This is his cell phone number." I didn't say that though. And I said, "Not a problem." She was like, "I can take a message for you." And I said, No, I won't be leaving a message. But I was starting to ask for the email address. She hung up on me. So just like, actually, he hung up on me too after he was just like, okay, and I said, yeah, he hung up. So then the same thing with her. So she hung up. So I called back, because at this point I'm like, I'm tired of being disrespected, and I'm not really appreciating this. But I called back and I'm just like, hi, this is Maria. I just spoke to you. I think you inadvertently just hung up on me. Does this person have an email address? So she gives me the email address, and I emailed him and let him know that it was unprofessional, and that, needless to say, I'm no longer interested. In the future, you take your time and determine whether or not you're interested in a person, and just about how all the morale. I did like a paragraph or so, and because I'm tired of it, and really, and I say this the same to everybody else. People have family and kids they gotta feed and stuff like that. But I'm gonna tell you, I mean, all you have is you. And so if that means that I'm walking down the street pushing a cart, which I very well may be, because it's not looking good right now, I mean, it's okay, because I'm not sacrificing my integrity, my moral values for anybody. I'm 40 years old. I spent 37 years of my life, 37 years of my life doing everything that everybody told me exactly how they told me to do. And it got me nowhere. It got me a conviction. It was appealed and acquitted. That's what it got me. It got me a bad reputation. That's what it got me, undeservingly, it got me the reputation of somebody that just I was called a shit eater, which probably is true now. You know. Anyways, I'm gonna go because my 15 is up, but I just need to get that out because I couldn't do anything else until it did.